Hey, welcome back. Don't forget to go to lawnandlightpro.com. We've got a new website up. Register at the top. We'll get you signed up and you can log in and get wholesale pricing. That's how we're able to do this show without running ads, without asking you to subscribe, which if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe anyways. Cool to have you here, whether you're subscribed or not. Last episode, I was talking about I got an email or was communicating with a guy that we're helping. He was running two different models. He's doing a selling model and a lease model and offering his customers, allowing them to do one. So what I encouraged him was just to pick one, get really good at it. How much time are you spending explaining the service to a brand new customers? Existing customers, super easy. It's a call. Hey, haven't talked to you in a while. How are you guys doing? Love to get you set up. We have discounts for October, or early install discounts for whatever your dates are. Can we get you on the schedule? All right, great. Or I'll send you a quote for a deposit. By the way, we started something new this year. Existing customers, 25% down. New customers, 50% down. That just helps us get some revenue going for the beginning of the season, ordering materials, getting the guys going, setting up the trailers, gassing up the trucks, getting the oil changed, putting new tires on. Like, those are things that you're going to have as you get the season going. He was offering both, or is offering both. I don't know if he's going to change or not, but I encourage him to pick one and get really good at it because, well, why? Why wouldn't we offer our customers different options? Well, we can offer them different options on colors or spacing if you do spacing. We just do 15-inch, but you can offer them. Each level of added things to your business adds more information that you have to keep up with. It adds more logistics for you. Logistically, it's already pretty difficult to do this, right? Think about it. You have to learn how to safely navigate people's roofs without falling off. It's already an issue. It's a seasonal business. You have to get workers to help, which, by the way, I'm having a hard time getting just some helpers. I've got a great crew leader. We're starting out running one crew this year. Might expand to two if we grow enough, but I'm having a hard time finding just a helper, just somebody who can carry ladders around, get up on the roof every once in a while, and support my crew leader and the other couple guys that I have working part-time. That's hard. That's just two of them, logistically. If we add extra layers of difficulty to the business, then executing those different layers every year gets harder and harder as your business grows and compounds. So what I encouraged them to think about was, what does the customer really want? And this is what I wrote down. At the end of the day, what do they want? They want a pretty house. They want lights on their house. They want it to look pretty. They don't want to mess with it. That's why they're calling us. They want to believe in and trust that we can do a good job. They want professionalism. They want great communication and great work. That's essentially it. Fast and reliable service. That's essentially it. So if we complicate it with all these different models of like, well, I can save the lights, and if I save the lights, the first year is $6 a foot, and the second year is $4 a foot, or the first year is $8 a foot, and the second year and thereafter is $6 a foot or $5.50 a foot. In that model, if you buy the lights, then if one goes out, then I have to charge you for a service call. I need to charge you for the time and for the materials. Or if a timer goes out, that was your timer, you purchased it, I need to do that. Or it's all included. I sell them to you. The first year price goes down. It's all included. So if anything goes out, I'll fix it, and this is the price this year, and this is the price from here forward. Or a lease model where I say, the lights are mine, I put them up, I take them down, I maintain them throughout the season. Because they're not yours, I'll take care of them if something happens. But if a storm comes through and rips all your lights off or blows all your lights off your house, or, a squirrel chews your lines, we'll have to talk about that as like super complicated. All that information that I just gave you just made your head spin, right? And you're an installer. Your customer does not want their head to spin. So we have to break this information down to them in a way that they can handle it, because honestly, they're probably not even going to remember half of the stuff that we told them to begin with. So we have to condense it. So that's why on our initial phone call, the beginning of that phone call with that customer, whether it's them calling us or us calling them back from the form that they filled out, it's number one is getting to know you. That's where you're creating trust. And then you go into here's how our process works. Be very clear. Make it as simple as you possibly can. The important part of what you did on that phone call was building trust. Even if it's just very minimal, building trust. Then we're going into, we do this, and this. Essentially, to keep it simple, this is how you can wrap it up. To keep it simple, we do everything for you. We don't want you to have to touch your lights. We want your display, the lights on your house, to look amazing all season long. And if they don't, you call us. That's what they need to remember. They don't need to remember all the other little details that we want to give them. You can give them to them condensed. They're probably not going to remember them. I mean, remember the last time you got on a sales phone call where somebody was really trying to sell you something. If it felt like somebody was really trying to sell you something, did you want to buy it? The only reason that I can think of is if you really wanted it to begin with. If you're going to buy a vehicle at a dealership and you already know that you want a Chevrolet Suburban because you have 4 kids that you need to get around, at that point, that salesman, if you've already driven a Suburban before and you love a Suburban, at that point, that salesman doesn't need to tell you how many horsepower that Suburban has. It's not important. You know what he is going to tell you if he's a good salesman is that your family's going to be comfortable in here and it's safe and I can get you a good deal. So don't overcomplicate things that don't need to be overcomplicated for your customer. The business is hard enough to run by itself. Pick a model of how you're going to sell lights. Perfect the way that you sell it. Keep it simple for your customer. And work on closing jobs. If you're really good at every aspect of the business, of maybe the initial phone call, which would be eliminating clients, or I can't remember the right word, but you're essentially trying to only give bids to the ones that you feel like you have the best chance of closing. If you're good at that, if you're really good at installs and making everything look pretty and making it work and hiding the wires and all those things, if your pricing's in line with your market, if those things are in line and you're not selling jobs, is because you're not very good at closing and connecting in person. Or if you're doing remote bids and you're not connecting in person. We're going to try to do more remote bids this season. Why? Because we have to hit the goals that I want to hit. We either have to do that or we have to close higher ticket items. And we'll talk about that on the next episode. Hey, appreciate you being here. Remember, love God, love others. Let your light reflect that. We'll catch you on the next one.